Let's look at how we can use the Eve agent to send out automatic service reminders. This example is going to concentrate on how we can do that for the regulators that your customers have either had previously serviced with you or have purchased from you. So I open the Eve agent and I'm going to create a new agent job. So I hit the new button, and the first thing I'm going to do is to select the pre-prepared template that I have created of the email that will go to each of the customers when a regulator is due for service. And I do that on this General tab, and I click the lookup bar here to the right of email subject, and that will open up Microsoft Outlook for me, and I can find where I placed that template, highlight the template, select OK, and you'll have noticed that that enters in the fact not only of the subject line, and you'll see that there is a merge field in there so that the subject line will be prefaced with the first name of your customer, and also as a reminder to you the folder in your Outlook where that draft is. I'm going to remove the requires confirmation box to make sure that the agent is fully automatic, and I might just put in a little description here, and that description entirely for internal use. I am going to enter 30 days before a reg is due for service, just so everyone in the store knows what this job is doing. To show you how that template will appear, these are templates available for you from the Paddy Islands site. There is the template I'm using pre-created for you with merge fields. The one aspect of editing you will need to do is to clearly check that the content is exactly as you want, but also where you see aspects such as the team at XYZ Dive Center, you will clearly want to enter in your own Dive Center name and your own Dive Center contact details. So returning now to the email job itself, what I can now do is to go to the Schedule tab of this email job within the Eve agent, and I'm going to say that every day I want Eve to search for these services that may be due, and I want that to happen at a particular time, and I'm going to enter a time here of 9 AM so that these hit people's inboxes pretty early in the day, hit their phones pretty early in the day, etc. They have plenty of time to get back in touch with us at the Dive Center to book their regs in for service or to make that preliminary call. On the Data Source tab, when I ask the agent as to which data I'm interested in, I'm going to go to Service Items, and I am then going to say here that I would like the Eve agent to look for this 30 days before, and this is the important part, the next service date, i.e. I am now saying 30 days before a next service on what will be these regulators, as you'll see in a moment, are due. I'm going to ask the agent to send out this message to give my customers plenty of warning to retain warranties, to make sure their regs are in tip-top condition for every time they want to come on dive vacations, dive trips, courses with you in the store. You'll note here the merge fields that you can enter into those templates or the template you wish to send out. They include things such as first name, stock type, so you can say this is your particular regulator. You'll note here serial number, so you can make sure that if obviously your customers may have more than one regulator, that they know precisely which one it is, and so on and so on. Just check those boxes, and then that allows those to then be used in the normal manner for creating merge fields within Microsoft Outlook. The key part to make sure that this is limited at this point to just regulators is to now go to the Filters tab and to, in the first column, enter the stock type is what we're going to ask the agent to look for, and that is for when the stock type is equal to, and click on that lookup bar to the right of filter value, and that's going to be equal to, oddly enough, regulator. So we now have a job here, just to give a quick recap over what we've set up, that is going to use Microsoft Outlook to automatically send out this email template, which is in this particular folder in Microsoft Outlook, at 9 o'clock every day to those people who have service items where there is a 30 days before the next service date is due, and this one specifically for when those service items are regulators. One of the things you may wish to do is to hit this test button now, which will confirm for you exactly what that job would do if it were running right now. And you'll see here that we have these customers who would be receiving, with these merge fields, information about the regulators that are due for service within the next 30 days. I can now hit OK. I have saved that job into the Eve agent, and once I make the agent active, as I do after any time I've added a new job, simply by hitting click here to activate, that will now mean I have a job that runs every day of the year, regardless of where you or any other member of your staff are, informing your customers of when their regs are 30 days away from needing a service and providing excellent customer service to your clientele.